Hey, welcome back. Welcome back to Math Quest. Hey, listen, today I wanted to show you the truth behind writing equations using point slope form. Because every year you have teachers going out there, all right, now we got to learn a new equation, y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. What? Really? I'm gonna show you how not to do it, okay? So when you see this, you know what it actually means, and you don't have to go through that long, annoying process of trying to learn a new equation. Besides, this isn't even an equation. It's a tool to help you write an equation in slope-intercept form, right? In y equals mx plus b, which you can see I wrote here. So here is the tool. I don't want to call it a formula. It's the tool that is used to help you write the equation in y equals mx plus b, slope-intercept form. So I'm going to show you how it works so that you never have to use it again. But one of the most important things is that you take notes so that you remember this, all right? And maybe you can even correct your teacher, all right? It's a good idea. Here we go. So notice, for this particular problem, I wrote out an ordered pair of 1, 9, that's my ordered pair. My slope equals 2. Now normally they won't give you the slope. You'll have to find the slope using a slope formula. But I just want to show you how this works. So here, I have my ordered pair. Now just to help us understand that this is my x and this is my y, or also known as my x1 or my x1 and my y1. Or x sub 1, y sub 2, whatever they want to call it. First x, first y. Here we go. So we're going to plug them in. Notice here we have y1 and here we have x1. That's where we're going to plug this ordered pair in. And here I have the slope and we're going to plug this in there. All right. So let's see. Can I scroll up? All right. I'll scroll up in a minute. I just want to keep it all on screen. Here we go. Let's plug them in. Y minus y1, which is 9, equals my slope, which is 2, times x minus my x1, which is 1. Okay, that's what this tool looks like once I plug them in. Now all I have to do is use my math skills to finally write my equation in that order. So here we go. Y minus 9, I'm just going to rewrite that. Here I use the distributive property, so that becomes 2x minus 2. Next, I want to combine the 9 with the 2, right? Combine the two, not coefficients, but constants. And we get y equals 2x, and negative 2 plus 9 equals a positive 7. So therefore, my equation is now written in slope-intercept form, y equals mx plus b. And I've achieved my goal, right? That's what that tool is for. Now, I'm going to show you how to do it using this. The formula that you already know, the equation format that you already know. I learned another one. Here we go. Ready? Let's do this. All right, let's go. So right now, we know that our slope here is going to be 2. My y is going to be the same. It's going to be the 9. And this right here is going to be my 1. So 9. Oh, let me use a different color here so they both stand out. So 9 equals 2 times my x value, which is 1, plus b. Notice, this is going to help me solve for the last part of my equation, the slope-intercept form, right? So 2 times 1 is 2. So that's what we have so far. Let's go ahead and subtract 2 from both sides so we can combine those. And we end up with 7 equals b. Now that I know my b, now that I know my m, I'm done. Just plug them in. Here's my m right there. It's a 2, right? Because they gave it to me. So let's do it. Y equals 2x. And again, this is a positive 7. So plus 7. Ah, that looks like a 2. All right. Okay, I'm trying to erase it. Help me. Technology, help me. All right, 7. So there we go. Notice the same equation right there. The only difference is that, yes, when I get done here, it's already written in that format for me, right? But I did a lot of extra work. And if I don't distribute correctly, if I make a mistake, then the whole thing is going to end up being wrong. Remember, the more steps you have in an equation, the more likely you are to make a mistake. So you want to cut out some steps in order to try to avoid mistakes. Here, all I did was solve for this right here, my y-intercept, my b, right? Once I solved for that, I just plugged them in. I had to plug them in to my regular equation format. Does that make sense? So we don't really need to use this. We can get rid of this y out here and this x out here, which is just going to help. They're going to stay in place basically to finish writing the equation. That's all it is. But notice how much more complicated this looks, right? You don't have to use that if you know how to use this properly. All right. Hey, I want to show you another example where we get the two ordered pairs and then we find the slope and then plug them in. Okay. So let's get to it. Here we go. Let's scroll up. All right. I'm back again. My camera died here for a second. Hey, but it gave me a chance to write these out. So go ahead and copy these down. Now this time they didn't give us the slope. We have two ordered pairs. We have 3 and 4. And 5 and -4. This right here, I wrote it just in case you don't know it. That's a slope formula, right? So that means that once I solve this, this will equal m equals m, right? Stands for slope. All right. So let's go ahead and do it real quick. But you know me, I don't like going through the format and plugging in. Just understand, we're taking this second y and we're going to subtract the first y. All right. So it's -4 minus 4. And then we're going to take the 5 and we're going to subtract 3. So 5 minus 3. That's it. Just make sure that the y values are on top and the x values are on the bottom. All right. So -4 minus 4 gives me -8. And then 5 minus 3 gives me 2. So therefore I have a -4 as a slope. Great. I found my slope. Now what I want to do is, remember, I don't want to use that other equation. So what I'm going to do is plug my numbers into my slope-intercept form, which is y equals mx plus b. So we're going to plug them in and we're going to solve for b. That's what we're solving for. So my y, and also I'm going to use the first order pair. You can use either one, but since these two are positive, I'm just going to keep everything positive because I'm just a positive person like that. Get it? I was positive. Okay, let's focus. So we got y, which is my 4, equals my m, which is my slope over here, -4. Plug it in. I have an x here, which is my 3. So that's times 3. That was supposed to be curved like this. And then plus b. So we're solving for b. So basically this is -12, right? Right here. -4 times 3 is -12. So I'm going to add 12 to this side, add 12 to this side. Right here, this gives me 0. Gives me my b by itself. And on this side, it gives me 16. That almost looks like a 6, but remember, this is a b. And I found my y-intercept. Now, all I have to do is plug them into my equation. I got my slope here. I got my y-intercept here. Plug them in, and I'm done. So let's do it right here. Y equals mx plus b. My m is -4. This x is a variable, and then we have a positive 16. And there we go, ladies and gentlemen. We have written the equation in slope-intercept form without having to use the point-slope form tool, right? So I hope you understand now. I hope you wrote this down. If you didn't, go back and watch this. Write this down. These are excellent examples for you to have as your notes, okay? And as always, if you got value out of this, please hit the like and subscribe button, all right? And I'll see you next time on Math Quest. Goodbye.